big red button. And that's recording. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the library where you can discover your next adventure. Tonight, we join the USS Gungnir, the Spear of the Shackleton, to play Star Trek Adventures, a tabletop RPG by our friends at Maldifius. Every week, we continue our adventures on the wild and wonderful frontier of the Federation. And kind of working on a small crew tonight, but should get a couple more. How is everyone?
Peachy.
Also doing this for a mic check.
Check.
Fox is being antisocial as usual.
No.
Just no. Fine then. Well, on that note, let's set course for adventure. All right. And we are back. And notes. Notes are important. All right. Captain Ross, if you can give us a log today.
Certainly. Captain's log, Stardate 60157.2. After getting the colonists at the New Dawn settlement situated, we can turn our attention to finding that missing Klingon intelligence ship performing a secret op in Romulan space. The IKS Chawi is 2 weeks overdue, and the Klingons have asked us to help look for her. Last sighting from the Xylith puts her in the upper B5 sector. There's a fair amount of space to search. Command says the data she has is very sensitive and not to look at it or copy it to Federation systems. If the data can't be secured, then it's to be destroyed. I'm concerned that the Romulans or the Tripodi are looking for her or may have already found her. So we'll crank the sensors up to 11 and find out what's out there. End of log. Just to confirm, is that the same sector we're already in? Just up to the north, though? Hello?
That was the last time that we registered them. But I have reports that are older that say they're to the south.
Yep. Yeah, they were last spotted to the south. There is the Klingon borders, like another 5 light years rumward of where you are, and the Shackleton Expanse just kind of thins out from there, and then they get to a proper Klingon outpost, almost within the 5 light years, which it shouldn't take them that long to cross that space. So the fact that they've been gone on for this long is concerning. And yes, as Fox, you should see a new report, a new a new handout for your intelligence feed. Make this bigger so the camera can see it. There we go. While the ship is setting up a search pattern, is there anything on this list that you want to plumb deeper?
Yeah, I'm still reading through them all.
Yep.
So from your notes here,
that I have a slow reading.
Okay. Yep. I'll just keep the camera rolling. We do have some information in regarding some ships doing suspicious activities in the Shackleton. You do pick up some more information about Parker's shenanigans, but they're kind of shifty. As far as official Starfleet records go, Parker is still rogue, and it appears that he has defected to the Tripolity. Whatever that means. There's also a lot of hints about Matterson and what he's been up to. And there's a few new plot lines I'm setting up here. One with a certain ship from the Narendra docks, possibly doing something shady.
I mean, loading crates of radioactive materials when you're supposed to be ferrying civilians is very shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like the idea that Parker might have gone to the Tripolity, especially given what I've read in the logs.
Yeah. Lieutenant Commander Tuzla Zoldan had to take temporary command, and it went explodey within 2 days after that.
Yeah. This is what happens when you don't take the 5 seconds to scan the area.
No, we took the 5 seconds. We couldn't find anything conclusive, so we decided we'll just go around it. That was the issue.
That's always the issue.
And we were kind of under a timetable anyway, so we're like, okay, we might be able to use this field to our advantage, so we're just not gonna we're just gonna hope that it's helpful. It kind of was.
Yeah. To the Tripolity.
Kind of.
Because you damaged not only the ship you were trying to damage, but you also damaged yourself.
It was only a little scuffed.
You then took enough damage so that you couldn't fight the Tripolity ship.
The second Tripolity ship. The first ship was gone.
Yeah.
And I am taking this personally.
You should.
Okay. Which one of these reports did you want to zero in on and find some more information?
There's not much more I can learn without help of the Klingons for the merchant ship. And I think getting their ship back would put me in a bit of a better place to get that information.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to run that down just yet. I don't think there's much more I can learn on Parker at the moment.
You might. Basically, as you're running this down, you increase the reliability of the information, and you also get some more hints.
Yeah.
It just depends on where you want to focus your energies.
I think more towards the Tripolity, since I already know that he was meeting with his doppelganger, so.
Okay. That would be...
Where are they gone?
Okay, so... Oh, Index 2A?
Yes.
Alright, that would be, Reason... Reason, Security, Difficulty 3.
Intelligence pad as the advantage. Bring it down to 2.
Diff 2. Aye. And, computer security E would also help.
And I have intelligence research as a focus.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a threat.
Yay! I need it tonight.
Onwards, downwards, and that's never reassuring. Gas momentum.
And then the ship's computer security. Make it some more momentum. No, at least you got the 2. And... StreamerBot, why are you not doing the thing? Let's just go there, and then commands. No, it's should work. Bugging me that's not working. I'm gonna have to look at that later. But thanks, chat, for the threat. All right, and with that, you learn that prior to his defection, he had communication with someone, and he had communication with someone else within Starfleet.
Okay. Is it surrounded by red tape, or is it just tagged intelligence?
I can spell, I swear. And where would you get that?
I don't. Jury's still out on your ability to spell. You seem to fail at it quite a lot.
I flunked out of Hogwarts for a reason. I can't spell. All right, so you learned something. You earned a little, more something about that. I'll clarify that was he communicated with someone long range.
A long range communication, so outside of the
Outside
Shackleton?
outside of the immediate star system, at least.
So outside of where he was prior to his deflection.
Yep.
Deflection. Ugh. Okay, so could still be within the Shackleton expanse, or it could be more towards the center of the Federation. Yeah, okay. That doesn't really narrow it down any, but yeah.
You could chase that down further, and you can get more of an idea of who he was talking to.
Yes.
All right. Reason security difficulty 4 this time.
Okay. I'm still using my intelligence pad.
Div 3. Actually. Back up to Div 4.
Would field agent fire?
No.
Okay. Then I don't have any other ways to bring that down, so 4 it is. I have intelligence research as a focus. You can have a threat.
Okay. And we have Sinclair in. Let me get her icon up. I'm editing things behind the streams. Don't mind me. Okay, gain a momentum, and then computer security.
Is the captain back to do this? Do the ship?
I'll get it.
Do we need a ship roll? I didn't see
Yep.
anything on the chat there.
Computer security.
Okay.
All right.
The ship is not helping.
Oh no. All right.
It's fine. I rolled 5 on a diff 4.
You have very reliable evidence now that the communication came from within Shackleton.
So it's someone within Starfleet that is stationed within the Shackleton.
Correct. And you're not sure if it was coming or going, but there was definitely like a brief link ink of information. Yeah, there's a brief communication in between Parker and this other agent within the Shackleton. And this happened minutes after he resigned.
Oh, so this happened. So this happened after.
After he resigned.
Okay.
Yeah, the timing on that's important.
Yeah. That does not make me feel good about that. That feels sketchy.
Curiouser. Dr. Sinclair. We have new orders to check out to try to find the location of the IKS Chawei. You're currently underway to go into a search pattern to find it. What have you been up to for the past couple days?
I mean, probably just general crew checkups. I mean, we've been out in the Shackleton for a month. It's probably a good thing to check how the crew's doing physiologically.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Page loads back in. You can go ahead and give me a control medicine difficulty 3. Assisted by sensors. Medicine, which you have the advanced sensors, so it brings down diff 2.
Take a threat.
This, so not much. Cool. Oh, come on, ship.
I know, it's 3 zeros in a row.
Goodness. And that's not correct. Yep, you managed to do a sweep of the entire, well, not the entire crew roster, but like a good chunk of 50 of them.
I assume in that case everything's all in the ordinary, or...
Oh, we have time. I'm going to spend into threat. There is one person who did have something interesting come up. Alright, which NPC are you pulling today?
It's not me, I swear. They told me it was just an injection for the various diseases on that one colony planet.
It is Short Stack. He is on your list is for a medical checkup. He hasn't been checked up in about 6 months, and especially since he's a flight pilot, he should be getting checked up a little more often than that. And he is dodging your request to come in. He just flat out refuses to acknowledge your calls.
If he refuses to acknowledge the calls, I'm going to take a med kit and go to his quarters.
What time of the day?
What part of the shift does he have?
Normally he works beta shift, so he would be sleeping during alpha.
In that case, I'll go in gamma shift.
All right. Go to his quarters. And finally, the door opens. What do you want? Oh no, Doc. Do we really have to do this?
Yes, you need a checkup. So,
I'm perfectly fine.
You say that, and yet, who knows? You could have a neurological disease, a genetic disorder. If you would so desire, we can either head back to sickbay, or I can take it here.
Fine. And he invites you into his quarters.
I will enter.
What is his rank? I think he's just a NCO. He is an ensign, so he has small quarters are shared with 3 other people. Oh, there's 2 other ensigns who are off duty, and they're playing 3D chess in the middle of the room. And they see you walk in, and they go, everything okay, Doc?
A stubborn crewmate. Are the ensigns on my checkup list or no?
These ones are not on your checkup list. Yeah, it's a human and a Bolian are playing in chess.
Yeah, it's just a medical checkup for a stubborn ensign.
You got that right. What'd you say? Nothing? And go ahead and give me a reason medicine difficulty E2.
Take a threat.
That hits it. You scan him and you notice that most everything's fine. Genetic structures is fine. Blood pressure's a little high. Heart rate's elevated, but that just might be his Templar. But you also notice his rate of respiration is higher than normal. A good 20% more than normal. That's noticeable.
I'll do a more in-depth scan into if he's contracted any bacteria or viruses.
For momentum I can clarify for viruses and bacterial infections.
I'll spend that momentum.
He does not show signs of infection. White blood cell count out is standard, temperatures are standard. He's just breathing really shallow and quickly.
Anything wrong, Ensign?
You're in my face.
According to this, you're breathing quicker and less oxygen input. I'd suggest taking deeper breaths. If you wouldn't mind, in 24 hours, if you'd come by the sick bay for another checkup, just to confirm everything's all right. Otherwise, I'll have to come in here again.
Well, how do you sure are that our equipment is calibrated for my species. What was the last species you scanned? Maybe they have a different respiration rate.
He's a Tellarite, right?
Yeah. Which your tricorder would automatically know, oh, this is a Tellarite, and it would adjust the red lines across the spectrum. They're a founding member of the Federation. Their genetic profile has been in common knowledge for 200 years. They're not an anomaly. Your tricorder wouldn't get tricked by that.
Sinclair goes, I understand that you're a pilot and don't know how bright you are in the medical fields, but this tricorder self-adapts to the species it is scanning if it's in the system. So,
are you calling me stupid? Huh? Are you calling me stupid?
No,
he
I'm not.
Takes a step towards you.
I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just calling you dim. There's a difference.
Ooh.
It's better than calling you an idiot, which is ignorance on purpose. Well, actually, I guess that's stupid. Stupid is being ignorant on purpose. I'm assuming you were just ignorant in general.
I passed my courses at the academy.
And I've served 3 years on a starship, on a medically dedicated starship.
Are you really going to cause us this much of a problem over a stuffy nose?
Thank you for identifying your issue. Now I can treat it. If you would come by sickbay in 30 minutes, I can get you some... sinus drainage. I can clear your sinuses.
My nose is fine.
My ears say otherwise.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Fine, 30 minutes.
And Sinclair will head off to sickbay to prepare the proper treatment.
Nah, we'll keep the camera on you. After the requisite time, short stack comes charging in. He's wearing a blue Fighting Phoenix lacrosse team shirt. Obviously off duty.
And as he walks in, Sinclair will just walk by and say, I know how disagreeable you are with sickbay. So, and Sinclair will hit short stack with a hyper spray and say, that should be everything you need. You can leave now.
All this is trouble just us for that? Look at this state of this. Look at the state of this sick bay. It's so dark in here. You probably you couldn't tell the color of my eyes.
What are the color of his eyes?
I believe there's brown. Let me check. They are brown.
You know, brown eyes are very easy to distinguish among a broad spectrum of color. At least they aren't black, because then it'd be really difficult.
Grumbles and shuffles off. Meanwhile,
and, Sinclair will go on with the checkup list.
Yep. Meanwhile, Captain Rost.
Yes.
You're a couple days into the search pattern. How would you like to do that? What are your orders?
Okay, on the notes that you had in the Discord there, you said it was at B5?
Yeah,
correct?
this entire map is Sector B5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any?
Very confusing when you have numbers and then you get described as Sector B5.
So, what portion of the sector does our intelligence show that they were last in?
Right about out here. They were just seen maybe here. And they would be heading this way. Ideally.
That's back to our Klingon space.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think we probably would follow their last known route and see if we can pick up any evidence of their passing. Ion trails. If there's any merchant shipping in the area, we check and see if they spotted them on sensors or anything like that. Any technologically advanced worlds that might have seen them. That
Okay.
kind of thing.
What's the priority of that at search list? Are we searching for ion trails of warp drives and passing merchant ships, and beyond that, intelligent worlds?
Yes.
Okay. You can go ahead and give me a control command, difficulty 3, and sensors security. Or sensor science, and see if you think that's better.
Okay. Go ahead and take 3 threat. Is this the to give the order for the search?
Yeah, this is give the order for a search and organize it and make sure everyone knows what they're doing and getting the shift rotations and parameters of the search.
Okay. Focus and leadership.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Gain a momentum.
And ship.
Yes.
Sensor science.
Sensor science. Yes, I'll get that.
Okay. Yeah, they're both the same. Advanced sensors.
Yep. So that'll be that'll bring the diff down to 2. Sweet. 3 momentum. So, oh. There we go. If that you set off, you do find their ion on trail. There are 3 other trails alongside it. Within the relative time frame that we're looking for.
Okay, so we're able to specifically identify at least one of them as the Chowi.
One of them is specifically a Klingon bird of prey.
Okay, maybe not, but
We can't accurately identify unless there's like a specific like variant within its ion trail.
Right.
Caused by
Or unless the Klingon Empire gives you the exact engine frequency, which is kind of testy. People don't polities don't like giving out the specific engine frequencies because that could be used for things.
Yeah,
but
you'll get not only the Klingon Empire bearing down on us, you'll get intelligence yelling at me.
Okay, so we know one's a Klingon bird of prey. What about the others? Can we identify the others?
For a momentum, I can identify them.
Please.
All right. clicky. I clicky. Help survive the right tool up. There we go. One appears to be a smaller civilian freighter. It looks in line with Federation tech, so it might be just a small civilian cruiser or yacht. Another one appears to be a Jati cruiser, a larger scale, scale 4 or scale 5, based on the rate of the ion trail. And the third one appears to be a smaller lightweight vessel that doesn't comport with any known polities. It's about scale 3.
Oh, good. Another unknown.
Okay, well, let's start following that trail. Is there a maximum warp we can hit while still tracking?
Warp 6, you can get a pretty detailed scan and move at the same time. The faster you go, the less details you're gonna get.
Okay, we'll do warp 6.
All right. You have an incoming hail.
On screen.
Audio only.
Put it through.
This is the SS Saren Rays and his light. We've received critical damage to our warp core. We are unable to go to warp, and we're in deep space. Please, does anyone hear us?
Okay, the old distress call. Okay. What are your coordinates?
Sector, subsector Delta 10.
Okay, well, that's right ahead of us.
Yep.
Right.
Right, yeah.
As we get into that subsector, I'll let them know we're responding to their distress call. But I do want to do a thorough sensor sweep as we come in to see what's there.
At what range would you initiate the sensor sweep? Try to do it from far off?
Yeah, as long a range as possible.
All right. It's actually...
I'm looking for other ships, traps, that kind of thing.
Hey, you're learning! It's like I pulled this trick on you before.
Oh, just once or twice.
All right.
Only 1 or 2 dozen times.
Couple dozen. All right. Here's the map. There's... No, just one song. Thank you. At what range band would you jump out of warp?
Let's see. We probably would be over here-ish.
All right. That's 1, 2, 5. That's pretty far out. So I'm gonna need reason science and scan diff 5 brought down to diff 4 because of your sensors.
Okay.
Commander Sorrell is unavailable at the moment.
All right. Well, we shall activate Mr. Peterson. Anybody want to grab Peterson or?
I have a question. Who's Peterson?
He's our
Patterson.
science officer. Patterson.
No, Patterson's our... Yeah, there we go.
Fox, can you get that for us?
Aye.
Always
I'll grab
mispronouncing those junior officers' names.
Yep. For your back, I should set that up.
I like how we gave him we make him a lieutenant and then you forget his name.
The guy with the blue uniform, you know, that one.
Captain, there are several hundred of them.
The one that sits in Sorrel's seat when Sorrel's not there.
There are 14 of them.
All right, hit that roll.
Hit the roll. Okay, read science. Let's see. Sensor operations, asset focus.
Yep.
And let's go with a threat.
A threat high.
Onwards and downwards.
And advanced sensors help too?
That's already been calculated.
Okay. There's the ship.
Oh, mama.
See what
Two
color their
above.
underpants are.
Patterson thoroughly scans the area, and there appears to be nothing else immediately in the system. Come on. Give me the right tool. Thank you. You are seeing signs that there was a gravimetric disturbance in the region recently.
Okay. Does the Saran Ray's light appear to be what they say it is, and appear to be having a problem with the warp core?
You should be able to hover over it. Scale 2 civilian craft,
Okay.
Delton registry. Warp core is inoperable.
All right. Let's come in range. Yellow alert, shields up, and I'll hail their captain.
Yellow alert. Shields up. All stations reporting in, and shields at full, power are at full. All crew stands ready.
Very well. Let's bring this within transporter range of the Sunrise light and open hailing frequencies.
All right. You pull up to within close range, which is transporter range. See him just as ahead of you. You see that there's a big scar along on her port side, and her port nacelle is torn up from some sort of damage. You also see the scorch marks along its hull.
Ooh, carbon scoring. Boy, stormtroopers are so precise.
Everyone's making a Star Wars jokes because the Sunrise like it looks like a familiar ship from another franchise.
Don't blame us for being nerds. You used it. You know what happens.
Yes. Anyways,
So, do they respond to our hail?
they do. Let me check how messed up their hailing. Their communications are fine. So on screen you see an older Andorian male. This is Tyvis. It's of the Seven Rays Light. I'm assuming you're here to give us a lift?
Captain Tyvis, what seems to be the problem?
We seem to have run into some troubles, and our port nacelle blew out a few warp coils. We hit some sort of our gravitational wave, and we spun out.
Does
Luckily,
the
we
external
didn't.
damage we've...
Yes,
Go
Captain.
ahead. I was going to say, does the external damage that we've seen correspond to that excuse?
You would have to do an insight check.
I will use an insight check and also use my telepathy to see if he's being forthright.
That'll be two different roles. Are you gonna be using your empathy? It'd be insight command, or just realizing the damage, insight engineering.
I'll use insight engineering.
All right. Let's see. It's not your ship, but it is a civilian craft. Insight engineering diff 2. And this represents you just looking over it and eyeballing it.
Right. Take one threat.
Two momentum generated. You have some float.
Okay.
Oops, wrong one. Got momentum, not the. Part of it looks correct. It looks like that the port nacelle did blow from the inside out, so their port nacelle warp coils were overloaded and they popped. And you do see some torsion along the support strut for the nacelle, the pylon.
Mm-hmm.
However, the scorch marks are coming from several different directions, and they look to be indicative of weapons fire.
Captain, just noticing the nature of the damage, were you attacked at some point?
Yes, we were attacked, and while we were on the run, we ran into this gravimetric phenomenon, and it seems that the other ship was thrown clear of us.
Who were you attacked by?
Klingon ship.
They just attacked you out of the blue there, or was there some altercation, or?
I am spending a threat. You do have 2 floating momentum if you want to use that for anything.
Yeah, can I use that to get an advantage to evaluate his response? Using my telepathy?
Yes. He is selectively withholding information, and the fact that you're asking about the Klingon ship has piqued his interest.
Well, what's his response to my question as far as why were they attacked by the Klingons?
My response? they hailed us. They held us in some sort of or fit. Half the ship it was asking for help, but then the weapons fired on us, and it was confusing and chaotic. Might have been in a midst of some sort of social strife or computer malfunction.
You said they were asking for help and then they fired on you?
It was confusing, yes.
Can I tell if he's telling the truth or being not 100%?
For momentum, I can answer that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a telepathic beat on him? Selectively telling the truth, and he is twisting the order of events. The help and being fired upon happened in a different order.
Okay. Commander Sorrell, are you online?
I'm still having computer problems, guys.
Okay, we're just
Okay.
checking. All right, Captain. Well, what can we do for you? How can we be of assistance? Do you need engineering help?
Yes,
Do
if you
think Command
could,
can be-
and help us with the warp coils and giving us some spares, that would be helpful.
Does the nature of their damage seem that we can repair it here, or at least get them limping home or to the next nearest starbase?
Insight engineering diff 2.
I have a focus in starship propulsion.
Yes.
Got it.
No, just flat. You should be able to patch up their hull and their engine. They're scale 2, so you could pull them into the shuttle bay, or you could kind of dock them between your catamarans and into EVA out there. If you dock them outside, it'll be easier to move around and possibly faster, but obviously you have the risk of EVA, and if you would have to move suddenly, you would have to be very careful about movement. If you put them inside, it's on the upper end of scale 2, so it might be a bit cramped, and that might affect how you could how easily you could fix them.
Yeah, there's no way I'm bringing that ship inside mine.
Yeah,
Right,
if you but if you like I pull them in a tractor beam and hold them in a tractor beam in between your catamarans, and that would be enough that you can like shelter them, and you can have your EVA guys work on it, and if push comes to shove and it goes critical, you would easily have time to throw it away from you, or just drop it and move.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
All right.
How many crew are aboard?
Uh, 15. Various Federation species.
Okay. And can we tell their cargo?
For momentum.
Yes, please.
Standard food stuff, repairs, just minor repair air equipment, nothing extensive.
Okay. Nothing weird.
Just like the standard hold you would have in the back of your trunk.
Okay. All right, we'll send an away team over there in addition to the crew working the external stuff. A combination engineering and security team. So probably, 5 of each, whatever would be needed.
Okay. So you're gonna pull them in between your catamarans and set up the engineering teams?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and give me a control command difficulty 3. Sensor structures, yeah, sensors or engineering. To set that out up, get them in formation, and also get your EVA crews ready.
Okay. Go ahead and take 3 threat. Nice.
Oh goodness. So all the advantages. So 7 out of 3. Let's form it. 2 float. As you're able to pull all the ship into formation. I'm gonna go ahead and make this bigger. So right next to each other. Here. 2 float. What would you do with it? As you are setting up the repair and the security teams.
We'll use 1 float for aligning them with the tractor beam. Make sure that they're a safe distance away, but within range of the EVA crews and their worker bees.
Okay.
And the other for the security team. I guess just to just to have the security team and looking over the engineering team, getting their back essentially, watching out for any threats or any bad faith stuff going on there.
Absolutely. So you get all of that set up. Dr. Sinclair, you have been and notified that we have some new guests who were just in a firefight.
Oh, I think you said he'd be right back.
Oh. Lieutenant Fox.
Yeah.
We have a new ship just outside the door.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look at the records for it.
Oh boy, would you wanna? Oh boy, do you wanna? Let me see here. Close that.
Records for it, and if I have a name for any of its crew so far. Look up their record.
You have a Andorian who identifies himself as Tyvis.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look over the records for the ship and this Captain Tyvis.
He's in security. Yeah, they're Federation citizens. That's easy. Security. Diff 3, Comp 2.
Using the intelligence pad to knock the comp down.
Comp standard.
And I have intelligence research as a focus.
Yarp yarp.
And you have a threat.
Yay!
Onwards and downwards. And re-rolling the complication. There we go.
And computer security. Poor favor.
Sorry, I got pizza hands.
All
I
right.
think the ship just doesn't want to help me.
I think that's
About to say.
it.
It's
You
fine,
have
I got it over.
you have a new report art coming up,
Yay!
showing 2 players.
Oh, yeah, straight to the captain.
Oops.
What?
Captain, in your ready room. Intelligence matter.
We will adjourn to the ready room.
Is
Yep,
there a reason
as-
that's got an X on it?
It's damaged.
The ship's damaged and inoperable.
Yeah.
Okay, but not destroyed or anything.
Okay.
She is adrift.
Okay,
We haven't destroyed her yet.
gotcha.
Not
Yes,
yet.
the operative word. Showing
yeah,
this
yeah,
players.
it's a very operative word.
Captain,
Oh,
you
really?
should see a new report.
Yes, Captain.
Fox and Ross, you have the room.
Captain Commander Tyvis Zashavik is a burn notice intelligence asset. He is no longer to be trusted in any matters that he speaks on, and he is to either be detained or neutralized, whichever comes first in that matter.
I see. That's not good.
No.
All right. I'm thinking about just beaming him straight to the brig, and then we can have a chat with him.
Agreed. If he has
For
any
momentum,
other
I can point out
triggers
something.
on there. We should probably
Point away.
yes.
You might want to try it the old-fashioned way and talk to him, and to tell him, beaming someone out of the blue and materializing them in the brig is very invasive and not cool. And it not only would cause legal troubles, but it could also cause morale troubles on any crew that he has on that ship that could be loyal to him. Because it looks like you're just kidnapping him.
Yeah. Captain,
Okay, fine.
we should try this a more tactful way. As much as I would love to just beam him in and have a polite conversation with him. don't
Ross
know-
to
I don't-
Captain Tyvis.
Tyvis here.
While our crews are working on your damage, would you care to come over and socialize with my officers and I? Have a drink?
Sure, it would be nice having some time off and getting to air out, getting out of the smoky air.
That'd be great. Shall I beam you over and we can go to our bar?
Yes, would you like to? Yes, I will be ready to meet you in the transporter room.
Very well. Mr. Fox, would you care to meet the captain in the transporter room and escort him to 10 forward?
Spending
Yes,
2
sir.
threat for raisins.
I would suggest that the bar area be cleared of most people in it to cause as little scene as possible, but to give the illusion that it is still operating.
Okay. Then we'll have a security team in an adjacent compartment on standby.
Did someone say we're going to the bar?
Yes.
We're going to the bar to talk with a burned agent.
Gotcha.
We're going for business, not pleasure.
Well,
Getting drunk for business. I gotcha.
Getting drunk for business. All right.
If either of you
So,
get drunk, I'd throw
you
into the
are-
opposite room.
Okay, so what's the intention with the bar? How are you setting that up? So, sensing a role here.
I was thinking we'd have a few minimal crew, maybe half a dozen officers from different departments, so it's not all security yellow. But have the security team in, like a storage compartment, in the bar or something like that, so they can pop out if needed.
Okay.
They can be hiding in the captain's private dining area.
Yeah, something like that.
They totally won't. They totally won't trash the place on you.
Okay, that's 2 different things, so I'm going to boost that up to diff 3. Presence command diff 3.
Alright.
Chat is asking, can't you put security in different colored uniforms? Sort of have undercover security.
I guess we would have time for
That would
that.
be a better idea.
Yeah.
Have them swap out to red and blue, to mostly red and blue.
I mean, isn't there a corollary of the Prime Directive that says we have to wear the colors that are
no,
appropriate to our?
no.
I mean,
no.
I don't think I've ever seen that in Star Trek. I mean,
You wear the colors. You wear the colors mostly for shipboard function, or you could just like be in civilian dress and off duty, and not
Yeah.
indicate which
Oh,
department
yeah.
you're in.
We won't look at all. They won't look at all like security dressed in normal clothes. Not at all.
We're all plainclothes officers here. Yep.
Yeah, we have a Klingon in yellow who's totally an engineer and not a security officer.
They're all wearing flat
Even
top
though he looks
haircuts.
like he should be security.
Got nice soft soled shoes. And,
Right, cop shoes. And,
Yeah.
One of them M's in 6-inch stilettos just to throw him off. Because obviously you're not going to get in a fight in stilettos.
Right.
We don't question Agent Maxwell Skinner when he is off duty.
Who wears short shorts? I wear short shorts.
I am saddened.
No, put him in scants.
That's what Skinner does.
Zogar will be in his, his off-duty
So-
tunic.
So what we're saying is that we need to have a shipwide drag show.
Hey, that's not legal in Texas.
Good thing we're not in Texas. We are 210 light years away from Texas.
Several hundred years.
Yes.
I mean, technically, I am in Texas. So
That's
is
what so.
Austin.
Yep.
Anyway.
Two fifths in Texas. So
Anyways, let's move to the ship map. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo. All right.
How long has it been since we've actually used the ship map? I feel like
It's been a while. Yeah.
probably since the Luminox
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right.
actually used it for anything other than just conference room stuff.
Yeah.
I almost want to
Last
make a
time we used it
conference
for
room map.
Conference room stuff was the colony setup.
We have the
All
10
right.
full. We don't.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's over there. On
Oh,
the
is it?
left. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Controls exit transporter. And
See my time.
so Fox, you're gonna meet them in the transporter room.
Yes, I am. As per the captain's order.
All right.
License slander, chat. License slander.
What did they say?
Check our Discord, or like our main Discord.
Oh, Fleet General.
Hopefully, General.
Oh,
God damn it, Lucy.
Yeah.
Quit antagonizing.
I'm just gonna brag. You have one in the game and one in the chat. Like you're surrounded.
I'm surrounded by brats.
Ah.
All right. So Sorrell's in the 10 forward. Ross is in 10 forward. Dybus is probably in here. Zogar.
Zogar.
Gorn. Did I just call him Gorn? That was terrible.
Yeah, you did. Man, that is so racist.
Ugh.
Wow.
Wow.
Next, you're gonna be calling Atrom Klingon.
Or is it the speciest?
I think it's speciest.
Sogar is more than who his race is.
It's definitely speciest. It's gonna be speciest against everybody on the senior staff except.
Not every chord is the same.
All right, cleaning up this map because goodness.
Yeah,
I think I saw 3
put
Leslies on
those
here.
on the map. Probably.
3 Leslies? Oh boy.
Yes.
It's fun time.
Yeah.
Where's Sorrel?
Doral.
I mean,
Down boy.
hang on. I was pretty sure that holodeck program was deleted.
Down boy.
Oh my God.
Down boy. Down. Not the time.
Wow.
That would be
Headache.
such a weird holodeck program.
Yeah, wouldn't it though?
Multiple versions of your spouse.
Yeah.
I think it
Headache.
depends on your relationship with your spouse.
I mean, at least it's not like some
All
kind
right.
of, dream woman.
I don't know.
And...
I love you so much, baby. I had to have more of you. That's.
Wait, why are you replicating?
Chat
the
agrees with
rolling
you. Anyways, all right, this is all set up.
I don't think this is keep going. Oh, boy.
All right, Tyvis beams aboard. There's a bunch of other civilians with him, and one in particular is a younger humanoid-looking woman. Early 20s, shock pink ink hair that is obviously artificial. Her roots are showing.
Uh-huh.
It's hacky.
Kind of.
Welcome aboard the Gungnir, Captain.
Searches you over. Lieutenant.
The captain has asked me to see you to the 10 forward of our ship, the bar and lounge area.
I see. Well, then let's make our way there. And he walks the halls with you. He attempts to make small talk. Do you reply?
Do it.
In his standard short responses to this level of talking. He is not the small talk guy. He is
Okay.
I report what's happened guy.
This is gonna be difficulty 4.
I'll talk difficulty 4.
With Fox? Yes.
Yes.
How's the weather?
1, 2,
How the fuck should I know?
6. All right, so 7. So I got
Aboard a
3.
ship, the weather's always the same.
I got those 3 back. Excellent. I'm gonna spend a threat. And
It's gonna be fun
I'm going
for
to
someone.
I'm gonna update my traits.
Only mildly worried.
Just small talk, asking about the ship, how you're doing out here, and how many dangers you've been against.
He's giving the appropriate responses without giving anything away.
All right, make our way
It
to.
is a very boring conversation.
It is, but you kind of get the feeling that the conversation is not the important part. You feel like there's something else.
Hey, do you even know what tells you're giving off? I mean, how would you even know that? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm an intelligence officer.
Yeah, but maybe he's better. I don't know.
No, clearly he's not, since he has a burn notice on him.
Hey, that was a great show for 5 seasons. I love that guy.
This isn't that guy.
But you don't
Yes.
know.
What's his charisma?
You know.
Wait, wrong game.
So, you enter the room. Anyone gonna introduce themselves?
I am Sorella Vulcan.
Greetings.
I'll wave him over to our table and, Captain, I'm Captain Rost. Please come over and join us.
At that moment, I'm spending in 2 threat and 3 more. Captain, you are about to receive a punch.
What?
Can I intercept?
Wait. Hang on. Is it a
for-
Hawaiian? Is it a Hawaiian punch? Because that's a good punch. I would take that.
Someone is swinging at you. Fox, for a threat, no hesitation. Yes, you can intercept.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Take it.
You can and intercept.
Yeah.
Oppose daring security. Do I have? I don't have a focus for this. You
Hey.
probably do.
I have boxing.
All right.
Usually they were
How-
punching.
Yeah, this young woman is trying to throw hands at Captain Ross.
Yeah, I am
Oh.
interjecting and let's see how well this goes.
Rost, what did you do?
I have no idea
I
what
know.
Ross did.
How much
no.
threat?
Go ahead and take 3.
3 threat. Aye.
Onwards and outwards. Oh, that's not fun.
That's
I was
the
rerolling
best.
one of them.
No, that's the best.
Is this young woman gonna get no? Probably
Too
nope.
complicated.
Get a comp.
Okay. Does that stand for you? Going once, going twice.
And there's not much I can do without spending my determination.
No, don't do that.
Is it worth it?
Let her show you.
Not to let Ross get punched.
Can make you look
Is
like
it
a
worth
bad
it?
security officer. Then.
I need somebody to talk me into not letting him get punched.
No,
Think
lean
of the
into it.
shame.
Well, didn't you jump in the way, so wouldn't Fox be the one getting punched and not Ross?
Yep.
Oh,
There you
I'm
go.
getting punched. I'm fine with Fox getting punched.
Yeah. This is you
Yeah, I'm fine with Fox getting
interceding.
punched. Yeah,
All right.
I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna wherever she was aiming at Rost, my body's taking it.
All right.
You're like,
Um.
I'm a T-Rex, bitch. That's my one for the night, by the way.
All of 3 damage goes to Fox, and she also accidentally hits its Tyvis.
Complications.
Clearly, some people can't have a civil conversation within a nice, relaxing atmosphere.
You son of a bitch!
Is this who I think it is?
Huh? No, it isn't. No, it is not. It's not quite. You ruined my sister's life, you bastard!
Rost?
Your sister?
As,
Oh no. Was it that night on Rigel 4?
Jesus Christ.
No, not that one.
Oh wait,
okay.
token.
The other one.
Come on, give me token. Token nameplate. As you see that this is Iosa Suex, the little sister of your former fiance.
Yes.
Dun, dun.
And with that, we will take our 10-minute break.
Having a break time.
In my head, it was pronounced Swa, but
Swap. Oh yeah, we can do swap.
How bad did you hurt this girl that her sister came and tried to hit you?
Apparently, a
Oh
lot.
boy.
there's some backstory there. Yeah.
I think you're just as glad that Fox can take a hit.
There's the Star Trek version of it.
And it's still willing,
Yes.
he's still willing to throw himself between people and you.
All
It's a
right, with that,
close-up,
with that, we'll take our 10-minute break. Get up, get some drinks, and yeah, we'll come back real soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we are back. Captain, and are we still at yellow alert?
Stand down from yellow alert.
All right. Standing down. But as we left off, our intrepid crew on the search for a Klingon intelligence ship finds a distress call of a ship with some interesting passengers. One of them appears to be a former Starfleet intelligence agent that has a burn notice on him, and the other one, and most violently, announced herself as the little sister of Captain Ross's former lover. We cut back. Fiancé. We cut back to Lieutenant Fox holding Iosa back as she's just spitting and yelling and feral cat trying to claw at Rost.
As much as I would like to see Rost get his due for whatever he did, I can't let you do that on principle.
It's awful presumptuous.
So you're going to have to calm down, or unfortunately, captains, I might have to take her to the brig.
You can certainly attempt to calm her down.
I'll try and speak to her. Iosa, I know your sister and I have a complicated situation going on right now, but we don't have to have this between us.
I'm
sure that's not going to help. But...
You can certainly try. There's command Diff 4 Comp 3.
Ooh.
He is big mad.
She is big mad.
How short is she compared to Fox?
He would probably be about 5'3", 5'4", if that.
Okay, he's got her around the middle, and her feet are not touching the ground.
Yeah, I figure she was pretty short.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Didn't help at all.
Captain, is Miss Swall part of your crew?
Indeed. Apparently she has some sort of vendetta with you.
Yeah, her sister and I have a complicated relationship.
I do have a focus. He is going to try and talk her down, but he has Diff 3, a Comp 2, and I'm buying 2 dice. So rolling 4 dice, trying to hit 3.
Oh wow, there you go.
And gain my 3 back. Now, Iosa, you know that it is not good to keep all these secrets. It's to yourself. I know that this man has done great harm to you, but let's release these secrets. And she takes a deep breath and calms down.
That's awful. Share your pain talk.
Well, with her relatively calmed down, Fox puts her back on the ground but keeps a hand on her shoulder.
She tries throwing it off. Do you put it back?
Wait, share your pain. Vulcans don't like that. We don't talk about that stuff.
Well, Captain, if we can have a civil conversation and acceptable behavior for Miss Suave, then she can stay. But if not, she'll need to return to your ship.
I'm actually a kind of curious, and I think it would be helpful for us to discuss Miss Suave's misgivings.
Well, I understand why you might think that, but that's personal between myself and her sister. It has nothing to do with her, and it certainly has nothing to do with now.
So you hurt my family. I'm not allowed now to get back at you.
Do you want your family's dirty laundry to be aired in public?
I'm not afraid
Actually,
of the truth.
I will say that telepathically instead of out loud.
For momentum, I'll allow that.
All right.
You speak to her telepathically. And she answers back, I'm not afraid of the truth, are you?
No. Because I did nothing wrong.
You put a uniform arm ahead of loyalty.
I swore an oath to Starfleet.
You also swore an oath to her.
First. That oath is superseded when she put the lives of others in danger for her own personal gain.
Commander Sorrell. Oh, it is obvious that Rost is having a telepathic conversation. You can feel that through the psychic link.
I'm also telepathic, so I'm listening. If it's a surface conversation, I'm probably listening in.
Yeah, I was just asking if you were listening in on this.
Oh yes, quite fascinating.
Listening to the hot guys.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to attempt an insight check to see if I notice. No, I wouldn't be going that hard. Sorrel, what is your command and skill?
5.
Oh boy, diff 5. I don't think I have anything to get this. So
I would also invoke my Vulcan trait for inscrutability.
Don't know how well that works in the Mindscape, though.
No, it would. As basically it's unscrutable of if you are actually listening to it. Yeah, she knows about Vulcan, so she's gonna be rolling 4 dice. All right, so what should my threat level be? Okay, so it was at 13. There we go. I was like spending threat and bringing it back, and yeah, right. All right, rolling 4 dice. With inscrutable, that would increase your comp range. And insight command. Oh, that's the wrong sheet. I need her sheet. Both these guys have sheets. Hello, Roll20.
I mean, these two seem to be pretty big threats, so I'd assume they would have sheets. Roll20 has decided no, he will know nothing.
Chat, how's the bouncing icons on this thing working? Is that helpful? Are you able to keep track of who's talking? Hoping I don't have to set that up every day. Finally, thank you, Roll20. Yeah, on the left-hand side of the screen, I put up pictures of your tokens, and they light up and bounce when you are talking. I found a way of doing that through Discord.
Yay.
Yay.
It's going to break eventually.
Yeah, most likely. All right, 4 dice. Diff 5, comp 2. And sounds pretty darn scary. None of those crits, so she misses. She is unaware of your intrusion.
The Mindseek had a visual component. There'd just be a little Sorrel sitting on Ross' shoulder.
Vulcans are always a bit silent when we slide into those DMs.
Oh boy.
I will also say to Yoza that and we can have a private discussion at another time, but this is not the time or the place.
Your secrets will be revealed eventually, Finnan.
I have no secrets in this.
Then why doesn't and Fox here know? He seems bewildered by all this. No, this is all psychic.
Okay.
This is a personal
I don't seem
matter.
bewildered by anything.
It's
rude.
You are unaware of Fox's his previous relationship, I'm assuming.
Fox's relationship.
Ross, you did not know.
Yes, but she just all I understand is this is an angry woman who just tried to punch the captain. I have the facial zone of a Vulcan.
Oh, for a second there, I thought we were doing
not mentally.
Hollywood,
Hollywood
triangle.
Mentally, it's just like, okay, another crazy woman, another crazy person that wants to attack the captain.
We were going to have a triangle.
That's Tuesday.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yep.
Triangle.
Okay. Okay, but yeah, she does mention.
Annoyed.
Yeah, she notes that you do not know anything about this.
That Fox doesn't know anything about this?
Yeah, Aosa says, well, it seems that Lieutenant Fox here doesn't know anything about this.
Why should he? It's a personal matter.
How many more secrets do you have, Captain?
Well, anyway.
Meanwhile, everyone's just kind of standing here in silence as the 3 people are having a psychic conversation.
Can you behave yourself, or do you need to return to your ship?
Do you finally say this out loud?
Yeah, that's out loud.
Okay. Well, if I don't behave myself, I won't get what I want. So I will not aggravate this situation any longer.
Do I get the feeling that Captain Tyvis knows what's going on here? Like, did he bring her over on purpose for this confrontation?
That is a good question. To look into his mind is going to be an Insight Command. Best I can do is difficulty 4. Sorrel, you can assist should you like.
I will assist.
All right. Go ahead and take. I'll go ahead and take all the threat. I want to know this. Use bold command to reroll that.
And Sorrel's assist.
Second tier. Insight command. I don't think I have applicable focus. All right, insight command. Here we go.
All right, Kane, a momentum. It appears that his relationship is quite paternal in that, your little kid, I want to keep you safe. He was aware of her troubled relationship with. He was aware of her troubled relationship with her sister's her former fiance, but he was not aware that was you. And when speaking to you, he had other things in mind of who you were in the universe.
Okay. So he has an agenda of his own, but it wasn't related to this.
Yeah, he has his own agenda, but it's not related to this.
All right. Well, Captain, if you'd care to join me at a table for a drink.
Certainly.
This is my first officer, Commander Sorrell. This is one of our security officers who you've already met, Lieutenant Fox.
He is going, as you're sitting down, he's going to sidebar with Ioza, and I'm gonna make a Div 2 check. They're not like trying to hide this, but it's like this is a private conversation whisper.
So he ignores the introductions?
This was like as you're walking to the table.
He's communicating with her.
Yeah.
Visibly.
Just like, hey, it's okay, stuff like that.
Are we getting Luminox vibes off them the way they were talking?
All right, so I got that. And to use this. Okay. So I don't need to spend anything. I just need to make the check. Excellent. All right. As they're speaking, she seems to take a deep breath and more control her feelings. As for the Luminox next question, Insight Command. Insight Command, Diff 5, Comp 2. To see if you can and suss anything out about their internal philosophy.
Is Sorrell assisting?
He can assist as you two discuss through your psychic link.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and take 3 threat. I can use bold threat to reroll that 0-2, right? And then
if you have bold command, yeah.
Yeah, I mean a bold command. Yeah,
yep.
Bold threat.
It is mysterious. You definitely get the feeling that there's some sort of underlying philosophy that they share, but you're not able to pin it down. There's some common language common language and vernacular that they're using with each other that is inclusive to a particular group.
All right.
But yeah,
so,
now let's sit down.
What can
Sorry
we get
about
you?
that. Don't we have a random drink generator? I don't think I do. Um. Tavis has asked for a Saurian brandy. Pretty standard. But he asked for it chilled. You know, brandy's usually served warm.
So, Captain, what brings you to this part of space?
We are explorers of a type.
And what type is that?
More of a metaphysical realm. We seek truth in more than just what's beyond the past star, but also what's within ourselves.
Right. So tell me about this run-in with the Klingons. Exactly what happened?
You seem to be quite interested in the Klingons. Is there something?
Curious to know what. I'm curious to know why they attacked you.
Are you curious as to why they attacked us, or why this particular ship attacked us?
Well, both. If there's a rogue Klingon ship around here attacking merchantmen, I need to know about that so I can deal with it.
Well, as part of our philosophy, we know the value of knowledge. If this is something of importance to you, a secret for a secret.
Look, Captain, you called me for help, and I came. I've got crews repairing your ship to get you back to civilization.
And we appreciate your help.
And I've extended my hospitality here, so I don't think asking why you were attacked is part of a game of trading secrets. If you want me to repair your engines, I'm happy to finish that, and you can go about your business. But if those Klingons come back, then that's your problem.
Indeed it would be. Very well. We had an incident with that ship. We saw that they were damaged, and we attempted to take advantage of the situation, seeing as they were a Klingon ship far from home and not operating under her cloak.
What do you mean, take advantage?
We boarded them and tried to take their computer core.
Why would you do that?
Because, as we knew that these Klingons had the intention of squirreling away the information on that computer core and keeping it from the light of the universe.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, and were you successful?
Yep, it's obvious now. Unfortunately, no. We underestimated the survival skills of the Klingons.
They're a determined bunch, especially when it comes to their own things.
Indeed, and of course, this isn't the first time we've taken information in from a damaged ship.
Well, it doesn't seem like a very neighborly thing to do to a fellow traveler in distress. I mean, if I were to go pillage your ship, that would be very hostile of me, don't you think?
Is it hostile to do what is necessary to protect the universe? Or is it a necessary evil?
I guess we see things differently on the nature of protecting the universe. Taking somebody else's property by force is, well, that's not exactly considered a good thing.
Iron
Information-
Solids believe they're the good people.
Information and is not property. Information belongs to everyone.
Did you feel the same way? Were you in the Starfleet intelligence officer?
So which one of you looked into that? He scans the room.
Fox just puts both hands on his shoulders from behind him. That would be me. Are we going to do this easy, or are we going to do this the fun way?
Well, if you were so interested in rescuing your secret keeper your friends, I suppose you would like to know where they went.
I have a feeling you're not going to tell me unless you get something in return.
Oh, of course not. That wouldn't be fun.
All right, and what's the price of that information?
The price of all information. A secret for a secret.
Those guys.
Yep, you didn't pick that up before?
More grumbling from Fox.
I had to BRB, so I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is leaning more towards shoot him and leave him dead.
It's a good thing we yeeted that other timeline, because otherwise shit would be going down right now.
Fox is under orders to either detain or neutralize him, so I'm good with either way.
Yeah, if there's an accident on the way back to the brig, and shit happens.
Those orders are particularly vague for a reason, because he is a threat to the safety of the Federation, because he knows things.
Yeah, neutralization is many ways.
Well, Mr. Tybus, what information do you want to know?
I'm not... Unlike your kind, we see value in all information, but it's just a matter of giving us enough value to equal the worth of the information I am releasing to you. Or you could wait for my brethren at the temple to release this on the net, and you can find out alongside everyone else, including the Romulans and the Tripolity.
I mean, are you just going to keep saying triggering words, or what? I mean, Romulans, Tripolity.
Can I feel Sorrel getting really itchy over there?
Sorrel, how are you feeling?
The thoughts that are coming from Fox are just he is a good candidate for just neutralization instead of detainment.
I'm saying
really want to neutralize this guy.
I'm saying the colon R logic chants in my head over and over again.
So you got two very angry officers surrounding this guy at the moment. They're lost.
You see, my group believes in freedom of information, and however we are willing to give exclusive access for a limited time to others.
Well, Captain, that kind of decision is above my pay grade, and I'm not going to play that game with you. However, seeing as you're a wanted Federation fugitive, you're under arrest.
Iosa stands up. Of course, Archie would.
I mean, you could finish your drink, but yeah, you're going to have to go to the brig.
Why? Because you have a philosophical difference with him?
No, because he has a burn notice with an intelligence for being a runaway.
He violated his oath with Starfleet, just like your sister.
Burned. I mean,
Oof.
And this meeting is over. Mr. Fox, please escort Mr. Tyvis to the brig.
He summons Zogar to aid him in this task.
It's always
Zogar, we have a very
sure, summon Zogar when there's physical stuff to do, right?
we have a very
On the board.
we have a very delicate individual to take to the brig. Would you mind being as Gorn as possible with him?
Iolza stands up and glares at you, Ross. And yet again, you show your true loyalties. It's all about the uniform to you.
Captain, should we put her in the brig too? I mean,
Yes, we need to detain her as well.
I
We're
think
not going to put her in the
everybody that
brig,
came aboard
but
with him, Captain.
yeah.
I would think secured in quarters, comfortable quarters, but without computer or.
That's a good point. The brig might be safer with no access to terminals and what have you.
Terminal.
Given that their captain has revealed himself as a Luminox,
Yeah.
the entire crew is an intelligence risk.
Yeah, we'd have to
Yeah.
lock out computer and replicator access, which I mean that's easier to do in a brig.
Yeah. Let's do it in the brig. I wanted to be polite, but yeah, they're a threat. So once you escort those two to the brig, let's round up the rest of the crew.
Do we need a conference room thing?
All right. How am I gonna respond to this? Cause I don't like you guys. Guys doing this stuff to me. This is a violation of my rights.
All right.
The Andorian?
You're on our ship.
You're on our ship. I have a burn notice. I could just kill you.
Yeah, you're a Federation citizen under Federation jurisdiction.
Look, you
They
have
want to talk. They want to talk violations of rights. I mean, you could stop.
You have due process rights.
Forever.
You can consult with the judicial advocate at the requisite star base when we reach. I mean, that's your recourse.
I'm an intelligence officer. I'm following the orders that I have while playing along the good Starfleet officer.
One.
Captain has
Two.
requested he be detained, so I will detain him until he becomes a bigger threat than is detainable.
One.
If you would like to consult with the legal attaché, we do have one on board.
Three.
We'd be
Oh,
happy
he's
to.
been in threat.
4.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun time for Zogar and Fox.
5.
I'm gonna be
And
right back for this one.
And this is
Okay,
why I
be
sent a
right back.
security team over there with the engineers.
Exactly. Right up until we realized that one of them is still at the tactical console and are now firing at our nacelles.
all right. So, Iolza is spending in the value to truth and freedom.
She's idealistic. That's funny.
Uh-huh. And I am rolling a difficulty 4 check.
If she is trying to telepathically communicate with anybody on her ship, can I try and block it?
She's not attempting to telepathically communicate.
What
Okay.
is she doing? Is she trying to be bold?
Indeed. As from a satchel on the side of her belt, she pulls out 2 glass vials, smashes them together, and a thick black smoke billows out and fills the room.
Activating rebreather.
One momentum for that.
Take it.
All right,
Where would
and
it go?
all right. I need everyone else in the scene to make a insight security difficulty 4 check to find out where she went.
Security diff 4.
Insight security.
Or if you have another means of tracking her location.
Would being a telepath help?
You could telepathically track her. I'll give you Insight Command Diff 3. Especially
Okay.
since you know her.
Alright. None of that's gonna help.
Go ahead and take 3 threat.
None of that's gonna help.
Got it.
Go ahead and take a threat.
Threat I.
And reroll the 0. No, I got a 3. Oh well.
Alright. Fox, you put your breather on and you're trying to look around and you can't get a beat on her. This black smoke just fills the room and obscures all shapes. It's noxious, but it doesn't feel like that. The noxiousness of the smoke was the point. It was mainly just us to obscure her. And she... However, Ross, you detect that she has crawled into an air vent. And she is making her way through the... she's making her way through the ship and crawling into the Jeffries tubes.
Okay. Telepathically, Sorrel, follow me, and I'm gonna dive in after.
All right.
Uh,
Are we in combat turns here?
what?
We
Is
are
it-
in
is it
combat
really beneficial
turns.
for you two to go after her and not Fox, and you two do some technical widgetry to cut her off?
Oh, where's the fun in that?
You don't get hit with anything else she might have on her?
I mean,
Or psionically attacked?
let me know when. Well, speaking of psionic attacks, let me know when it's my turn. I'm going to psionically attack her.
She's run off.
She ran into an air vent.
Yeah.
Ross and Sorella are aware of her.
Turns at the moment.
Yeah,
Ross
I
and
don't need to
Sorella
see
are
her.
aware of her. Are aware of her location.
Can I simultaneously say computer initiate lockdown deck 10?
On a scale of 1 to 5, how severe do you want that lockdown?
4.
All right, I need a control command. Difficulty 4, assisted by structure security.
Have a focus in computers and/or leadership.
I'll take computers. As you try to specify like the exact areas you need.
I mean, I'll just say, let's do the whole deck.
Yeah.
Don't you have a focus in the family of X's? Thought you.
Stop that.
Doesn't matter. No. All right.
You know,
Take,
Ross, there is a talent that allows you to BS as focuses on the fly.
Don't encourage
God.
him.
How do you not already have this? My God, get it.
Author, I hate you.
All right. Take 3 threat. And re-rolling bolt command. Structure security.
Yep, structure security of the Gungnir as it initiates its lockdown procedures.
Lockdown.
All right,
Vengeance.
4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 3 momentum generated. You have a float. We are at Okay, 7 threat and 7 momentum, 10 threat. I am a little behind on the roll 20 side, but there we go. You do have a float. What would you like to use that for? Or Captain? We are in combat rounds.
Is it possible to initiate a communicator command? Let's say transporter room 1. Lock onto Sue's signal and beam her to the brig.
Sue does not have a badge on that you can lock onto, so they would have to just look for Beta Z life forms on that deck.
They'd get me if they screwed it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Civilians wouldn't have that. Civilians don't have badges like Starfleet do.
Like, if she was a guest on board, she would have been
communicator.
issued a badge with her unique ID on, but that was not issued to her.
One is a visitor. Yeah.
Yeah.
She isn't really a long-term visitor, though.
Do we know what species she is?
Beta Z.
So she's the Ross species.
How many Beta Zs do we have on board?
Yes.
Enough that will complicate the transporter roll.
Okay, I'll use my advantage. This is telepathically. I'm going to try and communicate with her again and tell her to stop before she risks harm to herself. I don't want to hurt you, but you need to stop.
All right, so spending 2 for a swift task has to persuade her.
Yes.
All right. Animosity, and we're in combat. Presence command, difficulty 5, comp 3. For a momentum, Sorrel, you can assist.
I will assist.
As you get in on this call and subtly communicate with her.
Does that advantage bring the difficulty or comp down, or?
I spent 2. I spent and 2 for the swift task to allow you to take another action.
Okay. All right, go ahead and take all the threat. All right, bold command. And
I knew it was going to happen.
all
Yep,
right, so
2
we have
comps and a
complications
failure.
here.
Ross, does that stand? Or do you wish to do something?
Captain,
Mm-hmm.
I can. Have you spent your determination yet?
No, I was thinking about it.
I can give you back your determination with my by spending 3
He
momentum.
also has veteran, so
Yeah.
he rolls
Get it
well to
back.
get it back, regardless.
I think it's time.
Yeah. I'm going to spend my determination using support your peers and subordinates to help them.
I thought it was the bros before hose value. We're doing.
No, that's a focus.
Okay.
Basically trying to protect anybody on the ship from getting harmed if this continues to go further.
Given that logic, I'll accept it.
All right. So that gives me a reroll.
Yeah, you can scoop and reroll as many d20s as you want. So you have 5 on the table. You have 4 hits, though.
You know, maybe the 2 comps.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
And we'll quash my comp then.
All right, so that is 1, 2,
Don't forget to roll your
5, 6,
challenge.
7.
Yeah,
Yep.
roll your veteran.
All
Roy
right.
veteran.
Yeah. Oh no.
Nope.
No, it has to be a delta.
In
Yeah,
effect,
yeah,
yeah.
it's gotta be in effect.
No, it fizzles.
It's okay.
All right, what do you say to this poor girl?
Um,
I am the knight.
No,
not
no,
quite
you're
the tone
thinking
I
of
was looking
Fox.
for. Iosa, you need to stop before this becomes a dangerous situation. I don't want anybody to get hurt. You or the rest of your crew.
Ooh, good
Oh,
choice
that's
of
quick.
words. She fires arrows back. So is
Fires
that
what
why?
back? Oh.
Yeah, she fires a response back. Poor choice of words. My bad. Is that why you turned Antonia in? Because people got hurt.
Antonia's actions led to someone getting killed. And then she tried to cover it up and asked others to cover it up for her. You can say what you want about duty and honor, but that's something that you can't have. You know, you're talking about how there shouldn't be secrets. She was asking me to keep a big secret. To lie for her. So how does that square with your current philosophy?
Silence from her.
Oh, you got her.
What the hell was that?
For
You got her.
for momentum, and you can dig further or into her thoughts, but she's not actively telepathically communicating anymore.
Okay, I'll spend it.
She is in disbelief, and because that was not the story that Antonia told her.
Yeah. I
And-
assumed that was going to be.
Yep, and the fact that doesn't square with Iosa's current philosophy. It's not a philosophy she personally holds. She doesn't have he doesn't have like a value for or the Illuminox besides truth and freedom. But she had that before. She's not fully indoctrinated. She's just drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Well, I suspect she would want to know the truth about her sister specifically.
Yeah, this is shaking her to the core.
If you want, I'll show you the report of the whole incident, and you can be the judge.
Okay. Are we keeping the initiative?
Anybody else want to do anything? I think I've done all I can.
Yeah, it would have to
Not much
be.
I can do at the moment.
Sorry,
it'd have
I
to
was
be a keep.
muted and I was talking. Sorry. I would like to keep. Yes.
Okay. Do we still have keep the initiative or Scott, quick to action?
I don't think we had. I think Vera was the one that had quick to action.
Okay. So 2 momentum to keep.
I will spend.
All right. What is your action?
My action is I will be using my ability to telepathically project. I will be sending my thoughts into the minds of other creatures. Assuming she's not immune to telepathy, which we already know she's not.
She's not.
I will be, as I presume, with the speech that Ross just gave her, that this incident with Antonio is on his surface thoughts. I will take that incident from his mind and project it into her mind, so she sees it as if she's living it.
Ross, would you allow Sorrel to do this. As Sorrel is reaching into your mind and is attempting to pick up your thoughts.
That's a tough one. No, I actually don't think so. I don't want to traumatize her specifically.
Fucking bro, no! I didn't want to influence you, but that's fine.
Okay.
So there would be a resistance, yeah.
There will be
Alright.
an opposed roll if you continue the action, but you are aware that Ross is resisting that.
Doesn't want me to grab that image and project it in your mind. Okay.
You could project something
Alright.
else.
Just project a force field right in front of her.
Well, I mean, I could use it offensively, which I was trying to avoid. Okay. I listened in on that, though, right?
Yeah,
So
you were fully aware.
so-
You're
okay, so
fully aware of
rather
all that.
Rather than actually pull the images from Ross' mind personally, I'm just going to create a telepathic image of what he said, and I want to hit her with it because in projecting that thought into her mind, I get to hear her response. According
So
to
what image are you projecting?
Antonia doing exactly what Ross said she did. As
So explain-
constructed from what he had communicated to her, which is this, asking him to lie about this death she caused.
6. And
Yeah, we're getting all up in the mind tonight.
2.
Arthur, are you doing what I think you're doing?
He's spinning thread, I'm sure.
4. All right.
I don't want you causing her psychic trauma. That's what I'm trying to avoid here.
We have a counselor. We can go see Crane after this.
Or a doctor if this goes really wrong.
Wow, the threat.
Presence command diff 5 comp 5
For sure.
for sure.
Now, does the fact that I have this ability, does that reduce that comp?
The fact that you have this ability is allowing you to do this,
Okay.
but other traits could be in play.
Let's bring some other traits into play. Does the Vulcan trait help?
I will allow that to fire. Yes. Being familiar with telepathy.
All right. Well, so comp we'll lower the comp by 1.
Okay.
Let's see if I got some other things I can do here. Still got the bold if I need it. That's not helpful. Any metals that might be useful?
Oh, we haven't seen a 5/5 in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's and I made it 5/4.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I'm trying to make it a little lower here. Hang on. No, that won't help.
What are you trying to do? And do you have
I'm
things
just
other
trying-
than just?
I'm just looking at my medals right now to see if I've got something.
Yeah, he's
Fire.
trying to project image of what Ross was talking talking about to try to reinforce the fact that, hey, your sister's in the wrong here.
And none of the other traits will help lower it.
We're looking at that.
I lowered with 1.
You can apply multiple traits if you think it'll fire.
I do have mentally resilient.
That will lower the comp for sure.
Okay. Getting within the realm of reason. Would you call this a persuade task?
Absolutely.
So I will let my Palm Leaf of Jati Peace mission fire, which once per mission when attempting a persuade task. In an effort to prevent violence, which I am, the character may reduce the difficulty of the task by 1 to a minimum of 1. So there we go.
Absolutely, diff 4.
Great. Let's do it. I'm ready.
And Rost, you can and assist as well. Using your trick.
Okay.
And this is in specific images. It's not the exact visuals of the memories of your event. So
I don't
yeah.
have that. I'm kind of just sort of creating them. Would composure fire as a focus?
No.
No. Okay, fair enough. There. No. Okay, so no focus. Comp range is 3. Diff is 4. I will give you all the threat to get to 5. And here we go. Rerolling the comp. Still there.
All right. You got 1, so you have 2. You could buy that off unless you have another trick up your sleeve.
I don't have another trick up my sleeve. I'm just gonna buy it off.
All right. Go ahead and roll me 7 challenge dice. This does have vicious.
Boy, I mean, I wasn't trying to hurt her.
This won't hurt her. This is just to convince her of the fact.
Okay, all right. That's okay.
Yeah, this is a social conflict, kind of. Dude,
I got some effects
you
there.
got it. She stops what she's doing, but spending 2 threat and 1, 2, 3. Alright, so 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 more. Yeah, the psychic, I guess that's fine. All right, so I'm all the way down here, and everyone in the scene. This is vicious, but you all have, you have 1 resistance. If you are psionic, you have 2 resistance. That is 8 damage. As she wails and screams and just lets out a pure psychic wave of teenage angst and emotion of being betrayed made by her sister. And it just washes over the ship.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna be taking 7.
Damn, what kind of telepath is she?
A strong one.
Very strong.
Fueled by strong emotions.
So that would be reduced to 6. That's still an injury if
That's-
if it's dangerous, right?
Yeah, that's still an injury.
I'm going to invoke my Starfleet Decoration of Gallantry and half that.
All right, so Sorrel takes 3. Ross,
I'm gonna...
you have, or Fox, you have 7
I
coming
have
towards you.
gallantry as well. I have gallantry as well. I'm gonna take that.
All right, so 3 into the Fox. Rost.
Hang on, checking my metal here. Oh yeah, I got that one too.
You have 6 coming in at you.
Yeah, I'll use my gallantry as well.
All right, taking 3 damage.
Ow.
And unfortunately, this was unidirectional. She also hits her friend, but he brute forces his way through it.
Her friend?
Everybody on the ship
Davis.
gets hit with psychic
Okay.
nonsense. Yay!
Little ripples. We get the
Little-
ripples. We got the tidal wave. They get the ripples.
All right, and
Little ripples. I got hit with 7.
Yeah, you got it with the tidal wave.
Yeah, you got the little ripple.
all right, and you guys are skill level 5.
I'm just a very physically resistant human.
Oof. Sinclair.
Yeah.
You get a report, Art, from the med deck that you have 2 people with critical injuries.
Affirmative, en route now.
All right, you're running over there. And that was in. Yeah, that was as a reaction to your action. So, Rel, that was your first action. Do you wish to swift task after that?
I do wish to swift task.
So 2 threat.
Yep.
All right.
Because, well, I mean, I used the telepath talent to read her thoughts, but I don't know. That's kind of a GM call. If you want to call that a second action, then I would use that.
To read her surface thoughts.
Yeah.
For a threat, like an extra momentum spend, I'll allow you that.
Okay.
It's gonna be nothing but teenage eggs.
He's a
Pretty much.
god.
Pretty much. It's really disorganized, and just she lied to me. She lied to me. She actually hurt someone, and she lied to me. How could she do that to me?
Okay, yeah. So in sort of reacting to that, I want to communicate to her a sense of calm, of controlling emotions, of the basically the Vulcan principles and thesis on how to manage that kind of emotional reaction and to keep one's self and one's mind independent of those kind of that emotional turmoil.
Presence command diff 2. There are other traits in play.
Oh, Vulcan.
Yes, since you are using Vulcan techniques. And composure definitely has a focus.
Okay. All right, I don't know. Yeah, I'll give you a threat. Get it to 3. Focus and play. Standard. I'm gonna re-roll one of those arrows. Yeah.
Momentum's a good thing.
Yep. 2 momentum gained. I surrender. She sends back.
Logical.
Thank you.
Can you help me find her?
I'm certain we can.
Where's she gone?
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
good guys have gone.
full justice.
Meanwhile,
good guys have gone
Annoyed
on
fox,
twice.
Annoyed fox, annoyed fox.
Annoyed fox, annoyed fox, annoyed fox, and Tavis. Yeah, I really don't want to get arrested. Eeny, meeny, miny.
This.
I'm gonna try to run away from the Gorn.
Oh, this is a bad day for him.
This is
Because
yeah.
I don't technically have to continue trying to detain him.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
He does have an active burn
He is-
notice.
He is not only is he an intelligence risk by historical intelligence, but now he's an even bigger intelligence risk because we found out he's Luminox.
Exactly. I'm rolling four dice during security. Would Zogar like to roll opposed?
Captain, you're usually Zogar.
Yes. Yes, he would.
All right, I spent all my dice. Good luck, buddy. You have made a mistake.
It's a very disgruntled fox and a very large corn. He has made so many mistakes.
What are we rolling here?
Opposed daring security.
All right, go ahead and take 3 threat from Zogar. Ooh.
That's how you know you messed up. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, he hurts himself trying to escape.
Go ahead and roll me an unarmed strike. You gain 3 momentum.
So did we shut that down?
You get to hit him.
Yeah, you get to hit him. So roll an unarmed strike, Zogar.
Oh, okay. No, I've never had to do one of those before. What are we rolling on that?
Should be down on the bottom. Otherwise it is 1 plus your security, and it has the knockdown effect. So every effect knocks you to the ground.
If you don't have one set up, it's just 1 in the box. Otherwise, you'll be adding your security twice.
Oh, okay. No, I don't have it on the sheet.
Yeah, so oh yeah, 1 in the box, melee, and knockdown, and in the effects.
And there we go. Okay. Said knockdown,
Yeah.
and then 1 punch.
Oh boy!
That's a fun amount of damage and effects.
How do you want to do this?
Can Zogar basically just grab this guy by the tunic or shirt or whatever and, hold him against the wall or the floor or something like that? Take him off his feet. Human or Andorian.
Puny Andorian. Unfortunately, you overestimate yourself, because the complication was you have vicious on that attack.
That's even more fun amount of damage.
So you pick him up, you pick him up by the scruff of the shirt, you slam him into the hull plating, and stay down. And blue blood starts trickling.
Zogar did the fox amount.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's see if he's still alive or if he has been neutralized.
That is a very good
Dr.
question.
Sinclair to 10 forward.
Sinclair, you can show up now. As the smoke's starting to clear up and you're seeing this messed up scene.
Worry about them, not this one.
Two momentum to have bought a medical team.
You get it for free. You're on the ship.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna. Well, I guess it's would it be psychological or neurological damage over here because of.
You are unsure what the two officers are hit with, but this would you can quickly do a scan to cover that up.
Yes, I'll do a scan.
Yeah. And we are out of combat because all combatants have been neutralized in more way than one.
I'm just seeing if he's still breathing or not. If he ain't breathing, then I'm just gonna have Zogar take him to the morgue.
All right. Control medicine div 2.
Bring him back.
Control medicine div 2.
We detain or neutralize.
I prefer to detain him if possible.
He made his choices.
We'll deal with that in a second. This is for your two crew members.
Would this be emergency medicine focus?
Yes, it would.
Take us through it.
Yay! All right. The two who people were hit, they just got hit super hard by a psionic wave, and their brains is just turned to mush and shut off, and you're able to bring him back from the brink. The other guy, the strange Andorian, he's not looking so good.
I'll do a scan on him as well.
Alright, just a scan.
Just
reason
a
medicine.
scan.
Yeah, reason medicine diff 1, especially for the medical team there. Gain a momentum. And we definitely need to change the music now.
I might have hit him a little too hard.
Not that I'm complaining.
Indeed.
Just means I have to make different paperwork.
Dr. Sinclair, this Andorian, it has severe cerebral hemorrhaging. He snapped back at his head. He has bleeding on the brain and a cracked cervical spine. If you do not operate on him immediately, he will perish.
Shit.
Just a wrong. He just hit that wall. All sorts of wrong.
Captain, this man is in critical condition. Would you like me to operate on him?
Do whatever you can to save his life.
Aye, sir. I will.
If you
proceed to-
can't, let me know.
I will
I
proceed.
need
to
that.
operate on
I need
him.
that confirmation of death in my report.
The Andorian?
The Andorian. Yeah. Suez is awaiting in the Jeffries tube to be detained.
We will take her out a different opening to the Jeffries tube instead of in 10 forward, so she doesn't see what happened to Tyvus.
Yeah, good idea. Okay.
And I am accompanying the body to medical.
It's not a body yet.
Getting ahead of yourself, Fox. Getting ahead of yourself, Fox.
I mean, technically,
alright.
Fox is Starfleet intelligence. You could always use that and say, "This is what it will be."
I mean, I could just have them fail during their surgery. but the captain said save them, so he's not gonna supersede it.
Wouldn't it be
This
slightly
time.
unethical?
It would.
So
Uh,
are we
This
operating intent forward, or are we going to sickbay? Because
Do we?
you have to do this right here, or right now, but you do have a medical team with you.
yeah, so I'll use the medical team to decrease that difficulty to 4.
Okay. I will say that as far as reputation goes, you are under obligation to make a gallant effort to save this man's life. Failure to do so will ding unethical. He, him.
3 momentum, 3 threat. And surgery as a focus.
Yes.
All right.
So the Zen were the spiritual element of Earth. They were the he hims, right?
The Zen and a she her, and the physical element of Earth.
So Zen are he him. Okay.
Oh, no, Zen are she her. This is
Zen
a
are she her. So
Zen is she her. This is a they. Then.
Fan. Okay.
Than.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Is that an Andorian thing?
Yeah, they got
Yes,
4,
it is.
They have 4 genders.
Oh,
4 sex is kind of two and a half genders.
I guess
all
I'm
right.
a little rusty on my Andorian.
You managed to pull him back from the brink, but he is not getting up anytime soon.
Commander, Dr. Sinclair stands up and turns to Fox and says, he'll live.
Unless he becomes a bigger threat, then I'll have to take my orders a bit more seriously, Captain.
I don't think he's going to be going anywhere for a while, so.
If he is a threat, permission to take him to sickbay and put him in restraints.
Yes. And if he starts babbling, put him in a silenced area. He is an intelligence threat.
Affirmative. And I'll take Tavas, the Shravik, to the sickbay. Put him on a bio bed and
The ship rocks a little bit.
Is that a star exploding?
Can we
Nope.
see it from the windows of 10 forward?
No, 10-4 is facing the other way.
Oh, good.
You took that from Star Trek Picard.
Captain.
Now we're looking out windows.
Either the ship behind us just exploded or it fired on us.
Bridge, what happened?
The Siren Rays as light I fired upon on our tractor emitter is getting away. Should we pursue them?
Yes, lay in a pursuit course. We'll be right up there.
Disable?
Disable it.
Yes.
All right.
Target your engines.
Yeah, go ahead and give me presence command and diff 3 communications command. Yes, the ship is named Siren Rays A's Light, and yes, it is referencing what you think it is.
LOL.
Presence command div 3. Go ahead and take 3 threat. Comms command. Oops. Yep, just the one. Alright, good enough.
That's good enough. Gain a momentum. The ship is damaged and outnumbered and completely outgunned. The Gungnir can very easily give it a love tap, disable it, and pull it back in.
Okay. We also have our engineering and security crews over there too, so they can.
Yeah, between the advantages you made and just the sheer imbalance of the firepower, the Gungnir is very easily able to catch up to them.
Okay.
Suez, Ioza is still in the vent, waiting for you to come out.
We'll escort her to the brig.
As you are escorting her to the brig, Tyvis goes to medical. Who
Requesting permission to secure any and all information from that ship and detain the rest of its crew.
Absolutely.
All right, Sorrel, where are you headed?
Where has the captain ordered me to go?
Nowhere.
The captain's currently escorting Ioza to the brig, I believe was his intention.
Yes.
If he needs no assistance, I'll head to the bridge.
Okay. By the time you get to the bridge, as they're already locking down on the ship, at this point, like the Gungnir has put 2 tractor beams on it, and has also, your engineering teams has cut all helm control. She is adrift in space and physically cannot run. Meanwhile, Ioza and Fennin walk down the hallways. Ioza is very sullen and just contemplating her life choices and reevaluating her values.
I will talk to her and say, I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Certainly wasn't my intention to heap all this on you like this.
She ran away out here. He's out here in the Shackleton doing God knows what.
Is she with the Luminox like you, or someone else?
Someone else. I thought that the Luminox knows things, and I figured I could get in with them and ask. They say that they know, but they wanted me to prove my loyalty and learn of their methods.
Well, despite everything that happens, I still have feelings for your sister, and I don't want to see her come to harm. So we'll do what we can to see if we can find her.
So how did that man die?
When Antonia was on the engineering team, she was trying to increase the efficiency of the warp core. She violated the regulations and how to do it, trying to get some additional power out of it, and then there was an explosion, and an ensign was killed. And afterwards, she asked me to help her try and cover up the incident so it wouldn't reflect badly on her. And
but
that's something I couldn't do.
But it was absolutely her doing. She
Yes.
was always ambitious.
Yeah,
Almost
that
to a
was
fault.
to a fault, yeah. And there was, an attempt at covering it up, and that didn't work out, but I believe she got off relatively easy, probably compared to, what she would have gotten if she hadn't been connected.
I know I'm probably in so much trouble right now, and I'm probably going to end up on New Zaaland on Earth.
I don't know, what you've done other than, what you've done here, but,
I don't know. Assault a Starfleet an officer.
I'll request leniency for you. That's the least I can do for you. And I want you to have a better chance than you have now. Maybe you can get your life back on track and do better.
Help me find her.
I will, I promise.
Keep me on the ship so I can and be there when you find her. Can that be arranged?
I'll see what I can do. I'll have to talk to the Admiralty about that. Right now, the Luminox are not a very popular item with Starfleet right now. But if your involvement was fairly low level and peripheral, then we may be able to arrange something. Telepathically, does she seem sincere? About this, she's not trying to, gain.
Yeah, at this point, I for momentum, I'll answer her surface thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
She is 100% sincere, and she is deconstructing the myth she had about Antonia of, big sister. She's awesome. She was a Starfleet officer, and she was so cool and all this stuff, and she's unlearning all of that very slowly and trying to get to the realization that maybe maybe Antonia is not as good of a person as she once thought. Otherwise, her motivations for everything in going out here was just to find her sister and bring her back home and get her out of whatever trouble she got herself into.
Okay.
She is 100% insincere and 100% regretful of her actions and wants to make nice with you. Wants to attempt to do better by you.
Okay. In that case, I'll put in a good word for her on my report to Starfleet and give them the background of what's happened and everything.
Just to cover that, go ahead and give me a presence command. This is gonna be really, yeah. I'm spending all the threat. Last roll of the night. Might as well.
Well, fine. I'll spend all the momentum.
Presence command, diff 5, comp 2, assisted by communications command to talk to the Admiralty and get leniency for Ioza.
Okay. We'll take all the threat and I guess 3, or take all the momentum and 3 threat.
All right.
So I'll max that out. Would Federation law and politics as a focus work?
Absolutely. You might be able to find a legal loophole.
All right.
And any favors you can pull right now would be helpful.
Oh, come on. All right, bold command. Absolutely no help. All right, come on, Gungnir. Communications command. Oh, Gungnir.
Do you have a arc you can spend? Any other tricks?
No, I don't think. Hang on, where is that? Hang on for 1 sec.
Yep. Do, 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 do.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
So exactly what is the captain attempting to do?
He's attempting to talk to Starfleet Command and get leniency for Ioza.
Okay, well, I'm in the captain's chair. As such, I believe I have access to the direct command, correct?
The direct command only allows you to tell someone to do something.
Yeah, no. I would like to.
Oh, why?
You can't direct Ross to.
I'm not directing Ross. I'm directing the communications officer to help Captain Rost in constructing his message. That's my intention.
Right.
And then, since I am using the direct task.
The direct task is really only for them to do a task, not an assist.
No, the commanding officer is going to assist as well.
Right.
Yes, but it can't assist Ross with this role. It's a.
He's not assisting Ross. He's assisting someone else. So.
And
for two threat, I'll allow you to hold off on this message, and Sorrel, you can intervene and try to get an advantage. It will help.
Great. Okay. So again, using the direct with the communications officer.
Yep. You can use the communication officer, or you can use the diplomatic officer as well.
Or the maybe the diplomatic
officer would probably be better.
Yep. So I'll direct the diplomatic officer to assist or to aid Rost in this, and then I'm going to invoke my Pike Medal of Valor, which means since I'm using the direct task, instead of rolling normally, I will treat my D20 as if it had rolled a 1.
Excellent.
Technically, you're the assist on this, so
yeah.
I guess that's GM discretion.
Yeah, that's exactly how Pike Medal is supposed to work.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So our diplomatic officer, Possum, or Paysum. I don't know how to work those vowels.
Peterson, something, yeah.
No, not
Peterson.
Patterson is not Peterson. We don't have a Peterson.
Possum can make a reason command difficulty E3.
Who wants to roll it?
He already has two successes, as long as he gets at least one.
You created him, but Atron's usually the one that rolls him.
And Atron's not here, so I'll go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Possum. Where's Diplo, dude? Where you at, Diplo, dude?
Command.
Command.
Yeah. We need to create another scientist that's named Peterson and just have them on the same shift.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
Ross would be calling for one, and the other would come.
All right, you said reason. Is reason what?
Reason command diff 3, and he would be using computer's command.
Okay, reason command.
Yeah, I'll throw this up there.
Three.
Command submit. God damn it.
Does this count as an activation?
Yes, it would.
I'm gonna give him the full command.
Especially considering this, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he starts with that. And then. Alright. I'll give you a threat. To roll 3. Command. Diplomacy is a focus.
Yes.
Alright, so I should roll 2 since we've got the first one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just +2 on the test.
There we go.
Oh no. Passing would roll 3 dice. Nice. We just add 2 into the task. Because you're rolling another dice as
Okay,
it says.
so I'll roll an additional
Yeah.
one.
Just roll one more. There we go. Alright, so 3, 4, 5. Alright, so 2 momentum generated. You can. So you have 1 advantage on all of this. You have 2 momentum on the table, Captain. And you can use that advantage to either quash the complication, or you can and succeed but still have the complication on the table.
I guess quash the complication.
Final answer?
I would
Because
go
we have
risk on that question.
Because we have enough to succeed, right? It's just quash the complication.
Okay.
Just
Ioza will be allowed now to stay on the ship. He is obviously heavily restricted at access as to all computers, and communications, and she is under your purview, Captain.
All right.
With that done, we're gonna do one final scene. I lied. I want to do one more thing.
It's fine.
Dr. Sinclair.
Yes.
So you have Andorian and on the bio bed, and Azure are up in there. Short stack comes in. All right. All right, Doc, I'm here.
For the checkup. I will run a checkup on Trustec.
Reason medicine, like diff 1, if that. Yeah, diff 1. Scroll down. You got it. With that, you're able to do a proper scan on his sinuses. He does not have a typical sinus infection. He has a growth in his sinuses.
That's one of those parasites from.
Doc, would you like to know more?
What, from
Yes, I would.
City Alpha 5 or 6 or whichever one it was.
The one of the next generation, that was.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
No,
They never
actually, it is
followed up on
not as nefarious as you think it is. Looking into this is a simple sinus polyp. Just a random group of cells that decides, I'm going to grow this way, and just gets in the way of everything. It's completely benign. It just happens because bodies are weird, and it is very simple to fix. Just simple excision.
Yeah, I'll fix the issue.
Yeah, very, very, very easy to fix. Next, you just, you sit him down and pull out your light, wave it over, target the polyp, and you transport it out. And with that, that is easier. He holds one nose. Holds another nostril. Yeah. Guess I've been in roughing that and for a year now.
And that's why you come to your checkups.
I suppose if you can find something like that, you're not as incompetent as a doctor as I thought you were. Still took you long enough.
High praise from a Tellarite.
I've only been on the Gungnir for a month. I'm finally catching up with all the craziness we get into.
Yeah, get ready for more crazy. We tend to attract it.
I agree.
What happened to him? Nods over to the Tavis.
Got on the bad side of Zogar.
Huh. Figures an Andorian would bite off more than he can chew. And he spits on the floor or at the feet of his bed.
I don't know if he'll be chewing anytime soon.
It's just
Yeah,
a
I
crushed
suppose-
chest cavity.
It was
Yeah.
his entire head and the top of his spine that was crushed.
Yeah, I suppose I was in your efforts to fix that head wound. You forgot to wire his jaw back together, right?
I mean, he'll probably be in a neck brace for the next 6 months and be fed to a straw. So
He landed right on his antennae too. Oh,
yeah, he's not just gonna be eating through a straw. He's gonna be effectively blind.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he can still see. He's not a Anar.
He'll regenerate.
Yeah, you reattach them fine. Except his left one is a little crooked.
I'll take it. Yeah, he has a long recovery to go. All right. Am I cleared air for duty, Doc, or are you gonna find something else disgusting to pull out of me?
You're cleared for duty, short stack.
All right. And he ambles off. And with that, we will end tonight's episode.
Wait, hold it. Before you do, I did have
One more thing.
I did have a pending scan that I'd ordered.
Oh, the scan of the
Saren Ray, yes.
I mean, there was also collecting the data from the ship and detaining its crew, but that can be hand waved.
Yeah, we'll just as hand wave it. You find nothing else of suspect on the ship, and they do have interesting intelligence in track, including encounter with IKS Chawe, and some interesting facts about that. Apparently, they did approach out an attempt to attack the Chawe, and the Chawe did fight back. However, when they found the Chawe, it was already pretty damaged, and the fight left them in an even worse shape.
What was the so the ship was named Serenay's Light. Do we know why that was? Accessing its computer records?
Why it was named that?
Yeah.
Apparently it's in reference to some sort of Earth game from the 20th century. They had in a mythology, and there was this god that was of light and truth.
Okay.
Illuminax captain naming his ship after something that involves the truth.
Yes.
Yeah,
Makes
the
sense.
truth and the light. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, in the second edition, in one of Serenay's domains is literally truth. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I squared the circle. I'm good to go.
All right. And now, finally, we'll end tonight's episode. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
And there was much rejoicing. And show the credits. There we go. I keep forgetting to do that. All right. Be sure to catch us next week, Thursday at 7 p.m. here on Twitch to catch our next adventure on the Frontier. Thank you to our awesome players here tonight. Thank you, Ross, for letting me pick on you.
That was fun.
That was fun. All in good fun. Music provided by Kevin Macload. You can check out his royalty-free music at Comptech.com. As always, we're forever grateful to Modifius for giving us the tall ship, and to Gene Roddenberry for giving the stars to guide us. Until we meet again, go out and find your next adventure.